I've been blowing my thing up, so I decided to make a YouTube of how I do my everyday makeup, like when I go to the parks, when I go outside, everything. Y'all ready? I think y'all are not ready. Prep is the crux of a good makeup look. Longevity, how it lasts in the parks, how it lasts outside. Like, that is the bread and butter of how I know my makeup will last a long time. So first I like to start with theirs. They have the Milky Hydrating Milky Toner. So I just take a generous amount and I just warm up my hands and I just go all over. But first, don't skip washing your face. I'm not kidding. So I do that, I let it sit. So I let it sit for like 5 minutes and let it dry. You wanna make sure you're like letting products dry, because I ran out of my e.l.f. I usually use an e.l.f. one, but I'm gonna use the Bobbi Brown in the vitamin enriched face base, which is a moisturizer and primer combined. So I don't do my eyelids. I use just a primer on my eyelids in the toner. That face cream by Bobbi Brown, everywhere. I got mine from the cosmetic company store, which is like sunscreen. So I have a sunscreen primer by e.l.f. Skin, and it's invisible. There's different tinted, but I just use the invisible one because they don't have one in my shade range. And comment below if y'all have another dupe that y'all like and want me to try. But I'm always open to trying other brands if you guys tell me it's good. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. With my primer, so we finished our skin prep, blah, 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 blah. Now we're gonna do our primer. So I just take a pea size and I do my eyelids. So coat the eyelids, make sure she's nice and tacky. I start with my eyes and then my face. Some people do the opposite, face then eyes. I can't, like it just, my Morphe, what is this called, child? My Morphe eyebrow pencil in the color Java. So it's like a muted brown, like a cool brown. It's not black, it's brown. So I'm just gonna brush them up. First, my life hack with perfect brow, having perfect brows every time, setting powder. I know it sounds crazy, but if you put the setting powder, just a smidgen, just a little bit, on your powder puff and dab it on the back of your hand a little bit and then put it on your eyebrow, it dries out the surface so that you don't have to worry about it like you're not hitting precise points. Because we put all that moisturizer on our face, primer, all the things, you want to make sure it's smooth like a dry surface. Start out at the bottom. I do 2016 eyebrows. I don't know what kind of eyebrows y'all do, but mine are, I think, in an old school way. I don't like fluffy brows on me particularly. That's how I do my eyebrows. Shout out to my sister for telling me, Danielle, you do your eyebrows too thick. Girl, no, too dark. And I was like, what do you mean? I look back on pictures, I might insert one here. My eyebrows were darker than the Nike check mark. And y'all wasn't saying nothing to me. Y'all ain't friends? Y'all not my friends, right? Y'all clearly aren't my friends. Carve out the top, fill in short bursts of white color to make it look natural hair. And fluff it out, brush it, comb it, or spool it out with this spoolie, and that's it. And then I'm gonna do the other eyebrow. Finished. So we got two sisters. Your eyebrows should never look identical. They should be sisters or brothers, not cousins. So I usually look down to make sure they look symmetrical. Okay, they look good. And I'll take my foundation brush and clean it up on top. but I'm gonna take my Perfect Concealer. I had it and then they decided to reformulate and I'm upset about it. However, in the meantime, I take the e.l.f. 16 hour camo concealer in rich chocolate, and then the infallible longwear in 420. If you have a warm undertone, which I have a cool undertone, which means I have a lot of blue in my skin tone, if that makes sense, like a little bit on the back of my hand. The back of my hand, my right hand, she is my palette, like my what's that thing, painter's cut? I forgot. Anywho, I take that and then I take my concealer brush and then I carve out underneath my eyebrows. So I'm gonna put them together. Pretty. A little orangey. Probably put some more of the e.l.f. one on here. I need to go pick another one of that up. That's a good drugstore concealer. Those two, the e.l.f. is what, $8 or $7? Yeah, $7. And then the infallible, I think, is like $12. So I just carve out underneath. Make sure it looks crisp. And I bring it down. Like that. Perfect. Sometimes if I'm feeling fancy and want to make sure I'm not going to mess up, I do that. And then bring it across. Why bunch up like that? Don't act up because you're filming, okay? Don't act like that. And then, ta-da! Done. So I buff it out and bring it down like eyeshadow to cover my whole eyelid. Because I like a nice, crisp, clean aesthetic. We're gonna do primer for my full face. I put a lot just because I didn't do too much. But make sure you rub this in, because if you don't rub it fully in, she be looking patchy underneath your makeup. I had it one day and I was like, what is that? Why does it over there look like that? It looks a little weird. It's because of the sunscreen, which is fine. I don't mind, because you're not gonna see it with my foundation. Our setting powder, it just gives me a cool base, a nice base to put the what you call it on. The eyeshadow, aka my bronzer, on, because I use bronzer as eyeshadow. It just sits better. Bronzer, I bought it essentially to use it as bronzer, but it was too light. So I was like, oh, I can use it as eyeshadow. One day I had a genius epiphany. That's not it. I use this MAC brush that I got from the the cosmetic company store. It's 217S. Stomach kush. No, we didn't eat, but we had coffee, so hush. So I take my favorite brand outside of e.l.f. NYX Professional Makeup, the Buttermelt Bronzer. Y'all be seeing me on everything talking about this stuff. This stuff is good. Like, look how many times I'm tapping, right? And then the pigmentation is crazy. Like, look at that. Look at that. It's so good. Like, oh. So I bring all the way up to make like a natural like color. But look how pretty the color is against my eye. She's cute. And then I tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The other eye. And you see how it's making a natural eyeshadow. Love her. She's cute. Make the cut crease like a smoky out natural look. So I'm gonna take my bronzer palette in deep, my powder bronzer palette in deep a dark from Juvia's Place. This one is really good because it has two colors. So I like to just smoke out the edges to make it look natural. I messed up this palette because I put a wet brush on it, but I'm gonna have to redo it later. How like subtly natural it looks, and this one still looks blunt. We gotta fix that because you want it to look not so harsh. Like, I'm all about natural looking makeup. Even though you can tell I have makeup on, I don't want it to be so aggressive. However, I do put that, I put it on. Is my cat eye eyeliner. So I have a lazy eye, I think it's this eye. Yeah, a smidge, and it looks really good on my eyes. So I'm gonna use the Essence Super Precision eyeliner in waterproof because my eyes water really, really bad. I don't know why. My mom thinks it's because I'm wearing makeup, but like, I have to wear makeup. First, make sure you get in that little hole there and then you sleep. And I stop literally right here in the middle of my eye. I realized going all the way does not look good on me. And it looks good on me, but I don't have to. I don't want to. And that's it. There she is. She looks a little weird. Ooh, child, I'm so brave. So there's that. So I did my eyeliner. I do my mascara now too because it, from the waterproof, it gets onto my eyelashes and it actually like hardens them to where I can't put it on later, so I have to do it now. So we're gonna use our Tarte mascara and Man Eater and the Too Faced eyes. Now we gotta do our face. Bear With Me Blur. They just came out with a new one, but I heard it's really orange. And I need to get a blue color corrector that you can add into, like as a paint into your foundation. But it's in Bear With Me Blur color 22. So I add like 3 drops. There we go. And it's the 21. I tell people all the time, get 2 different colors. Like having 2 different foundations is okay because you'll have a winter color and a summer color because your face is not always one color all year round, you know? You can be outside more during the summer, you can be inside more during the summer or all year round. It just doesn't really have a thing. So I take a flat foundation brush, which this one's old. I only have it so long because it says it's by a brand. I got it in Tarte. I think my mom bought it for me in TJ Maxx or Roche, and it says Danielle, literally my name. And so every time she sees something with my name, she usually get it for me. So I'm just gonna place her right at the crux, the bottom of my face. The color is a little off, but it's all right. It doesn't matter too much to me. I can fix it. And so remember I said I'm gonna carve out with my foundation brush. This is the moment. I need more foundation if we're being quite honest. Actually, no, we don't. I can make it work. Less is more and more is more. So now I'm gonna take my e.l.f. airbrush blender. It's a foundation brush, but it like blends stuff like air-like, and we're just gonna spread her out everywhere. like short bursts. Bring it down to the neck. I don't do the under eye. You only put makeup where makeup's supposed to be. Say it with me. Only put makeup where you need it. You're not gonna put a lot. So like, because I'm putting concealer there, I'm not putting anything there. No foundation goes there, because then it starts to get cakey. And you already have to layer with powders in a second. It's already watering. Every crevice. Okay, I think we're good. Now we do bronzer. I use this Essence, the same as my eyeliner, Essence Baby Got Bronzer. They have all the colors and they're only $5 for a stick of bronzer that smells like candy. It smells like Smackers, lip smackers. If you know, you know. I grew up using lip smackers. I used to love me a lip gloss. I think that's where it came, my makeup obsession. So I'm gonna go right on my makeup brush. I'm gonna put it on her. I'm probably gonna put her on back of my hand. Let me put it on back of my hand. You do this because you want more control. If you can put it on your face, but I want to show y'all how like much more control I can have if I just do it on the back of my hand. So like that's more controlled. So you see it nice and warm. You put it right between your cheek. Like you put it right between the cheek and the like jaw, so like right here. And you sweep up because you're trying to lift the face illusionally. Is illusionally a word? Child, at this point it is. In my dictionary, in the Danielle dictionary, it is a word. It's a word today. Today. By no means, but for $5, she's that girl. She's that girl. Oh, I forgot the most important part, the double chin. So you put it at like the jaw where the pimple is. Disrespectful. You put it at that jawline. And you sweep. And then I pull down. Try to make your neck snatched. Like, not everything will work for everybody because everybody has different face shapes. But, man, it's amazing what you can do with makeup. Now time for a blush. So now for my concealer, I'm gonna have to do this little combo trick thing. I'm gonna go get another concealer today. The red. Okay, we're gonna use our flat. I'm doing it in these motions just because that's like the spacing. I look crazy, I know, I look crazy. And then I need to wet my beauty blender, but I cheat and I wet it with setting spray. Because then it will sit and it'll be saturated like it needs to be. You never use a dry beauty blender. No. Crazy. You won't hurt yourself trying to blend. And I don't want to hurt myself blending. And then you dab for your life. Not the dab, but you know what I'm talking about. So I dab, and I just keep moving my hand. Like, this is the most, like, aggressive part of doing your makeup. And you don't want to press too hard because your tear ducts are right there. And I feel like that's why my eyes always, like, I'm always messing up my concealer because I look like I'm crying. And that's it. Like, look at the difference. Crazy. Great. And then I get my nose, my forehead. And if you have any harsh lines, we can blend that out. Like, there's another thing I do sometimes if my face doesn't look like blended. Like right now that looks patchy. I'm gonna fix it. Right here looks patchy. So I'm gonna fix it in a second. Be careful, don't get your wing. Alright. Dried. So now we added dimension back in our face. Woo! Take back our foundation brush and we're gonna buff out those edges. Like, you see how already that looks better than this side? You gotta buff out where the foundation and the concealer meet so it looks natural. Like natural. For those, I usually get the bronzer. Like 40 Fit Me one, and then the 35. I think 35 looks too light by itself, and then 40 looks too dark by itself. And I said, I can put them together and take my powder brush that I've been using this whole time. Sometimes I get bougie and have 2 powder brushes, but one, just have one. Okay, so I'm gonna dip it in the dark first. The light. Put it back in my hand to disperse all the excess. That's a lot. Look at my under eye. Ooh, it started creasing already. Oh no. Fix it a little bit. Make sure there's nothing there. There we go. And then I'm gonna take this, look up, and press it in. I'm sealing its fate. And then you do it really lightly. Like, I barely feel, I don't have any pressure on my eyelid. And that's how it looks. The difference. None setting powder. And then to go back again. And then I do the other side, but like make sure there's no crease. There's a little crease because you don't want to put powder in the crease, so then it's gonna look creased already. And then I'm gonna look up. There we go. Seamless. Hit my other part. Okay, to blush. So we're gonna take this blush flat brush. It is also, it's Eco Tools, and it's an angled brush, so it like angles, like it's not like symmetric. It's not like this, but it's like hey girl. And so I'm gonna use that with my bronzer. I mean my blush from The Place, Buttermilk Blush by NYX Professional Cosmetics, and we're gonna start right here and go up. I have blush binders, so if you don't want more blush, go to the next one. If you want more blush, dip it back in. That's one dip. Oh, yes. And then I put on my nose to be cutesy. Just a little bit, and then dip. Other side. Remember, we started from here all the way up. If you do liquid, you can start here and come all the way up and then put your concealer over it. But because I didn't, we're starting over here. Because that would look crazy if I did the opposite way. There's something on my shirt? No. Just paranoid. And that's pretty much it. So natural looking glow, like every day. Very cute, very cute. So next step is the spray. So usually I do this first and then this, but I already put this in as I was doing the makeup on my brushes. That's a fun tip instead of having to spray your face twice. This is just a sealant so that it doesn't, so it won't move. Like it will become waterproof, sweat proof. Oh snap. So I tell you guys, powder again that we put on our eyelids, powder over the powder of over my bronzer, just to make sure it has that layer. So that's how the longevity, like y'all are like, Danielle, your face still looks so good and it's late at night. It's because I have multiple layers. We put it everywhere. 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 Say it with me. Everywhere. Yes. This is, when I say the best, the only other one that's good like this is the Milani matte spray, but this one is L'Oreal's Infallible. This is the large, like the bigger size. I have the smaller size, but it's empty, and this is $20. This is equivalent to me because I've used it, the one size. And one size is, she's goated. If you have oily skin, you need this, and you need this. So you need to do it for your, like, as you're doing your makeup layers, and this. I can show y'all more tutorials later, but this, do is take a fan if it's still dry, wet, and do that. Make sure it doesn't get anywhere transferred. It's not transfer proof for my clothes, to be honest with you, but everywhere else, dang near, it does not move. So I do also my under my bottom lash, because I don't like to do it with the spray because then it starts leaking. And it's a waterproof, so I don't really need a sealer on my eyelashes. She is the Jelly Job, and then the Morphe lip liners. These Morphe lip liners are very pigmented. Sharpen it. It's only what, this lip liner is only $7, and she faithful. They just like reformulated them a little bit, or like redid the packaging. Love her. Have her. Gonna overline my lip. Which, if you're being honest, I was like, why are girls overlining their lip? And I get it now. It just makes it look cooler. It's really dark, but like you can see the little spoolie in there. I love this one especially because there's no like not dewy, but there's no like doe foot applicator where the product can get stuck. It's just the spatula. I just take it, spatula it. Toast and Jelly. This one is like a lighter brown, so it's good for the ombre look. So I just put it right here. Not a lot because it's still a thick consistency. I mean, I just pop it, and there's it. There's my final look. So here's my finished look. I don't know what else to say, but hey, let me know in the comments what more stuff you want to see from me. I am all ears. I will post more of my makeup tutorials. Bye.